everyone, and welcome back to the HushGremlins podcast. I'm JOKA, and with me here is CHRISFOCUS Baba.
The focusers focus.
The focusers focus. Radio Laser, MC Compare,
Radio Daddy.
Event O. Say that.
Thanks.
Radio Daddy. Me, I gave him Voice of Africa. He refuses to adopt that name. Jesus will
Did I
judge.
reject it? I don't understand.
But have you ever used it on any of your shows?
No, I'm not. Voice of Africa, it doesn't sound like an appellation to use on radio now.
Why not?
No, Haba.
Hey, what is Haba?
No.
I'm here happy.
You know, there's Voice of America, and it is an outfit, not a person. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking as well.
That's their problem.
That if it's going to become an outfit,
that is their problem.
That shouldn't be selfish. Let me not be
What
selfish.
What is your business with this? We're talking today. Our topic today is that you are enough. Allow yourself be.
This is the point now. That's the point of it.
Allow
That
yourself be.
even I'm going to let myself, so I should not be selfish because I want to let myself be.
Is that part of yourself? Self. Allow yourself be.
That's what I'm saying.
Adapt Radio Daddy.
Allow myself be.
Adapt Radio Daddy. I said Radio Daddy. Adapt Voice of Africa.
I can't call myself Voice of Africa.
Hey,
see, I come from that perception of there's Voice of America and it's an outfit of everybody who has a voice in. Wait, now I'm just using them as a reference. We are humans, we connect things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now if you're going to have a Voice of Africa, I feel like it should also be an outfit where there are voices, not just about me. It shouldn't be about me. That's all I'm saying.
You can grow now, but please own it first. Sha, this is what Focus is in my eyes to say.
Oh, wow.
I gave him appellation. He refused to use it on radio. It's only in Sakura. In fact, I don't think anybody in our mutual circle of friends know that you have Voice of Africa to somebody.
Do you use the Voice of Africa?
I do.
To your why do
on
they not know?
status. Like I put it on my status, I put it out there.
Okay, I guess that one, the people just think you are just using that as hype.
Shall I use it? You that would have reinforced if you start adopt. I forgive you.
I've just told you where my head is at.
Why?
On that.
No problems.
Today
we're talking about being enough and allowing yourself
we are
to
enough.
So it feels like more like a motivational episode for today.
Coaching.
Is it coaching?
A
podcast
episode.
coaching. Yeah, podcast coaching episode. Before we go into that, you'd hear a lot of maybe sniffles and sounds. Understand that
lip snaps. And
we're taking sweets. We're taking mint sweets.
Yeah, you finish.
Who finished
You.
it?
How many sweets did we buy?
Focus. Who finished it?
How many sweets did we buy?
We bought 7.
7. How many sweets have you licked?
I took 4.
4 plus the chewing-gum.
Not that I didn't offer to you.
Yeah?
How many did you take?
Wait, nah. You took 4 sweets and the chewing gum.
How many did you take?
That's 5.
How many did you take?
This is my 3rd one.
So I took 3.
I don't understand.
Wait.
This is your 4th sweet now.
Oh. It does not matter. He had access to it. All the sweets were with him.
Now suddenly I have access to it.
Didn't you have access to it?
It was with me.
Wasn't it where you were working?
Whose purse was it inside?
Is it today that you are just having access to my purse?
But whose purse was inside? But this one that I said was with me.
It was in my purse.
I want to clarify that one.
It was in my purse.
Good.
But how many times have you taken things from my purse for yourself?
That I would have told you that. We need to use it.
Do you have to tell me we bought this thing together?
But
I don't like these accusations.
The fact that, your own accusation is that it was with me.
It was.
It wasn't.
It was at your desk.
So what you're not saying now? What you're not saying by is that it's also my fault that I did not take it, Abi. All right, no problem. You people see what I'm facing too. Good.
Making me feel like I'm gaslighting you.
Which is exactly what you're doing. Because you're making me now feel like as if you could
have taken it if you wanted.
That's exactly what you're saying.
Is that how I said it? Is that how I said it?
This is how Yoruba people gaslight you.
Wow. Take my entire tribe and pack our entire tribe with it. Wonderful.
Oh, sharp.
The entire Oduduwa is coming after you.
No problem.
Pack entire tribe.
Continue. I have agreed that it's me that I have fault that I'm not going to carry it. No problem. I've agreed. It's me that next time that you did for.
Next time, I'm not even going to touch it. I won't buy. if we have to buy it, I'm not touching it. I'll buy my
It'll be
two
good.
singular ones.
Please, you got enough.
We're talking about you being enough. I'm already. I've been humbled. I've been humbled this wonderful day.
All the best, you.
So this God help me. See my pain.
Growth with.
So the resource we're reviewing today is by Grow with Colby Coltgen, but he's Grow with Colby on Instagram. His focus is productivity and habits, and productivity, personal growth, mindset. That's just what it is. He's on Linktree with Grow with Colby. If you want to find out more about him, just go search Grow with Colby. Anyways, on Instagram, yeah. So we're here, and he was sharing, an infographic. What do we call this ones that they do next? But it's probably not it.
Which one? This one's. Let's just call them slides. Let's just call them.
For this
carousel.
Yeah. But this doesn't really feel like the carousel style. But it's still
this
carousel.
Instagram slides is just. I just call it slides. That's to me. Yeah. That's what I call it.
Anyway, so I was just sharing how to stop feeling like you haven't done enough, right? Which is a perspective we're going to start from before now, helping you walk through identifying how much you are enough for everything you want to do, everything you want to achieve. So he says how to stop feeling like you haven't done enough, and he starts by saying an issue he has suffered from for a long time was the feeling that no matter how much he got done, it just wasn't enough. This led to an inability to truly relax.
Which I feel like is in the last episode you were talking about. I say you need therapy. I wasn't this thing. They put it in my mouth to say it.
They say not rest.
You say you can't sleep. What is sleep? Is sleep not a deep state of relax? You shall be saying things that you are not supposed to say. It says relax.
I don't like all these attacks.
Doesn't that just mean that you're not relaxing enough?
These attacks on my personal person feels. I feel attacked. I feel I feel lynched right now.
Bele. Sorry.
See the eyes are giving.
Continue.
So he says that this led to an inability to truly relax, even when he was supposed to be taking a break from work or study. So over time, he has found strategies to help with this feeling, and that would allow himself be happy with what he actually got done.
Yeah.
And so he's going to share that these 5 steps with us. So the first one is to define time well spent.
Yeah.
As always, the first step to solving any problem is awareness. Awareness and acknowledgement, I believe.
Yeah.
So you're aware of what the problem is, and then you acknowledge what the problem is, own up to it, and then from there you start to define how to get over it. So for him, he says the first step to solving, not feeling enough is awareness. You have to really define what time well spent means to you. Become aware of the actions that actually make you feel fulfilled. Yeah. The ones that really matter, productive to your productivity. I think we had mentioned this in some earlier episodes.
About what is that what is productivity? I think it was when we were talking about the business and business.
Business. Yes.
So you need to know what would actually make you productive. What actually makes you productive. What are those
actually
things that you would do?
The metrics you must see to know that this is what. So it's the same with your time well spent. What are the things you must see to know that I spent my time well? Talking to my kids. Visiting my sick grandmother. Joining or contributing to my religious community, whatever it is, going out for a cause. How can you define that your time was well spent? Do you want to take the next one?
So also he was talking about another step, which is become process oriented, and he's saying that it is common for us to be goal oriented, to always just look at the end of the tunnel, right? You're not looking at where you're working on right now. You're not even looking at what is surrounding you right now. You're not enjoying all of that. You're just, let me just put steps after the other and just go and just get to where I'm going. And then it says that it can be dangerous and it leads to delayed sense of accomplishment until the end goal is reached. I think there's another step here that would come back to tie back to this, and it says shift to a process oriented mindset and learn to enjoy the small steps taken along the journey to a bigger goal. And this is one thing I personally need to learn, because I realized that, I was saying to you that I'm a big picture person.
Yeah.
And that cripples, I feel like that cripples anybody, not just me. And it cripples me so much because I've not been able to trickle it down to the goals, first of all, even let alone be able to trickle it down to enjoying the process of getting to those goals that will lead me to that big picture. So I get the big picture, and I'm just stuck at the big picture. Like, so what do I do now? Okay, yes, there's this big idea, there's this dream, there's this desire that I want. How do I begin to reverse engineer? How do I begin to step back to see
and walk from the smaller steps?
See the pathway that I need to take to get there. So he's saying here, become process oriented, not just goal oriented.
Yeah. So I think the next one, which is building on what I've just shared, is he says macro goals, micro actions, which is invariably the same thing.
Very.
Practice thinking about your goals in terms of the next small step you can take. So I think we should make it really practical. What can we do to
let's look for
something very realistic that people can really identify with. He says big goals are simply making simply many small problems needing to be solved. So it's sort of like the big picture you mentioned.
Yeah.
The summation of that entire big picture is a couple of puzzle pieces that you need to put in place.
Together.
So when you look at the whole, like you said, it can be daunting, it can be terrifying, it can be crippling, but you need to just focus on the next step you need to take, which brings into that ties into enjoying the scenery, enjoying the journey,
the entire thing.
Trust the process and enjoy the process. You don't trust the process, enjoy the process.
Okay. Let's last episode I was talking about that I made liquid soap, right?
Yeah.
By myself. So let's use that as a case study, right?
Yeah, nice.
Okay, so I'd always known that I wanted to at some day in my own home be able to just make my own liquid soap. That was the big picture.
Okay.
Make my and then there are benefits that come with that. There is that mental stimulation that comes with the fact that there's that reward of in my own home create my own satisfaction, and then I won't have to buy soap with groceries when I'm doing grocery shopping anymore. There was just all of that with
have a huge volume already that you've been able to create,
that I could just take from and go on like that. And so that was where I was stuck. I was just stuck at this is what I want. That's the big picture that I want.
What are the smaller steps?
So it had to come back to, okay, so I definitely need to get the stuff to make these things happen. That's the ingredients that I need to put together.
Okay.
Get the recipe for those ingredients. Understand how to mix them. Understand where to go to get how to mix them.
Okay.
Understand where to go to get the ingredients. Understand that I need the money to go get those things. How do I get that money?
Okay.
All right. Am I waiting till payday? Am I waiting for some side gig to come around? Then go get it. All of that thought process had to bring it back. And then when it eventually happened, so I got it was payday. So I knew I had not gone to the market before then. But before then, let me say, I'd called my mom, because my mom also does the same thing when I was still staying with my mom. And so I called my mom, and I was just having that conversation with her that I think I would like to really start this liquid soap thing and all of that. And I was just trying to do weigh prices with her, like how much does she get the materials, how much does she get the ingredients. And she was telling me that, it's not costly. You know how Nigerian mothers can be. What's in more? Goodbye.
Nigerian mothers. It's just somebody being helpful. What's up with you?
So she was just being helpful. Shout out to my mom. So she was just saying that, and I was just having that back and forth. I was just saying that here it might even be worse and all of that and
more
all of that.
Expensive
and
because of where you are.
So eventually I got payday, and then I went to the market, because I'd already another process was I had already observed in the market where I do my grocery shopping. One of the markets, by the way, one of the markets where I do my grocery shopping. Please don't judge me. Well, anyhow, I do my grocery in a lot of markets.
Organizational people.
I'd already cited and observed a place where I could get it from. So
which is all part of it. I think
it's all part of the process.
On the small steps, you begin to see other opportunities.
Eventually they come together.
For the other smaller steps that are like the other steps after the step you're taking, what you could do next, what you could do next, where you can find it, how you can go about it.
Move on.
It just starts popping up.
And I observed that, saw that, and then all right, that's great. And then when the payday came eventually, I knew where I was going, definitely. So I went there straight up. what can I get? I'm just here to make inquiries and I want to buy actually. So they gave me options. You get this 60
You get
kg,
this.
you get 60 liters, 15 liters, 30 liters. Okay, I'll go for the 15 liters. I got that one, and then that was it. Got what I wanted to get and went back. And then I think I was talking to you and you were now saying go on YouTube, check out recipes, see how people make stuff, and then even before that conversation, I already known because I am pro YouTube for learning stuff. Pro YouTube. Like
all the UI UX people that did school on YouTube, now them be this.
pro
Now them be this.
because there's
To
no
learn
tutorial
anything,
you
them
won't
be
find
this.
on YouTube.
Honestly though.
So I Google I YouTube that and I found a plethora of people who were going to teach you how to do stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, they all had different recipes. I just picked two of them, watched two of them, and then the funny thing is that even after doing that, it was still my mom I went back to talk to that. I laid everything on the ground. Funny thing is, I bought the stuff and I still didn't do the mixing. I just left it there. Like I just kept looking at it. I think it took me some 7 days or so to actually get to the actual mixing. So because I was already still crippled by the fact that I need to have soap in my house and all of that and all of that. And then so I called my mom, laid everything on the ground. I feel because it was that thing of stop procrastinating, do one thing. So I told my brain that I just wanted to put these things out on the ground. Let me just see what they look like. That's seeing what they look like, but I didn't put them out of the package. So I put them on the ground, laid them on the floor, and from there, the next thing I called my mom. And then she just told me this is how to do it, and it just went like that. Do this first, call me back, let me know how it goes. Then that's where I got. If you have listened to that episode where I was talking about rigorous stirring of this is
the way he had lumps.
He had lumps because I couldn't stir rigorously. I don't know if it was because of the tool I was using, maybe because of the stirring stick I was using.
Are you sure we shouldn't blame your arms? The arms you've not taken to the gym.
My arms are strong.
Okay.
See, I have the strength.
Don't show me. Strength. It's not by show of strength. It's by the no lumps in your mixed liquid soap.
There's still lumps, but the lumps are also good for the washing. They are lovely.
How?
They form little balls in the.
Just
so, but anyway, you get the micro action things now, right?
Yeah.
The micro action, the things that you just need to put in place, and then they come together eventually. And now I have my buckets.
Plus, he also has that soap. Knowledge. That is not armed with that knowledge. And
next time I'm doing it better, definitely.
What you actually wanted to go for, which is in a home of yours, in a family of yours, to be able to create your own liquid soap. You already have it, and nothing can take it away.
Nothing is taking that away from me. It can only get better from here. I can only get better from here.
In fact, maybe now you start making liquid soap for sale and have your.
I was thinking about that.
Go to NAFDAC. Go to NAFDAC register and have your mixing.
Considering it, and I also
you just have a mixer.
I also checked that they sell mixers, but they are large. They are 250 liters mixers. Nice. I don't know if they make smaller ones, but they're 250 liters, so you could just mix that and
it's just no need to stress.
It's just there. If somebody wants to buy or something, you just open the tap, put it in, and then go.
Profound. Nice. Yeah. Never thought of that in that light.
Yeah.
Even though we sold liquid soap at some point.
Oh, you did?
Oh, we
Your
did.
mom. Okay, yeah.
We did.
If you've not listened to that episode too, her mom is the businesswoman.
She's the businesswoman of all businesswomen.
Of all businesswomen.
I love her. I love her. Okay, so the next one is to celebrate small wins.
Yep.
I am a preacher,
I'm not
a teacher, a prophet of celebration small wins.
I'm not good at
in my sessions, I'm like, even if it's not. So what I say is, a lot of people think celebrations are like necessarily big parties. Not necessarily.
No, it's not. Nah.
It may not be. It's just reward yourself, right? It may not be take yourself out for pizza. It could be dance for 30 minutes.
Yep. Listen to your favorite music, put it on a playlist and dance to
it. Once you do this task, how do you want to reward yourself?
Yeah.
For someone, for example, who needs to, maybe one thing you've always struggled with or that you wanted to change about yourself was to always have a neatly made bed every time you come back from work. And you think the best time to do
this. Woo!
Please.
Love it. That thing changed my life. I'm not going to lie. We'll talk about that some other time. How that changed my life. Just did a little.
Why did I use this example?
But let's go on.
Anyways, so if that's something that you're really going for, you find out that laying your bed as soon as you wake up is the best route to go.
Yeah.
When you're able to stand up and talk in your bed sheets, what would you do to reward yourself? Would you take an extra truffle sweets along with you to work? Would you take an extra
maybe an extra juice pack,
hand fan, an extra juice pack, an extra jar of nuts that you want to have at work? What are you going to? It's just like the everyday things. Just add on a little bit more reward, and then when someone sees you, for example, and says, "Oh, I see that you brought an extra jar of nuts. I see that you brought an extra juice pack. Are you trying to give somebody?" No, it's my reward for laying in my bed this morning. And you reinforce that back to yourself to know that I deserve this. I won this. I did the work for this, and so I'm going to enjoy this. So just celebrate those small wins. It's a way to fall in love with the process. Like Kobe says here, it's a great way to fall in love with the process.
Great way.
Stop. He says, stop being so damn hard on yourself. Like it just goes all out. Like
go easy
stop being
on yourself.
so damn hard
go
on
easy
yourself.
on yourself.
Recognize that you've made solid progress in the small wins, in the small steps, in the small tasks, and it just builds your confidence over time in the little things. And even if there are bigger tasks ahead of you, you just find out that you're crushing them because you know that there's a reward system.
You already have a framework to even tackle bigger ones. Because you know that, see, this is what works. I just need to know that. I just need to adopt it, transfer it, and
for some of us, it may mean turning on the AC or the solar power generator for an extra hour.
Or buy extra fuel in your generator. So instead of doing 3 hours, normally you do 4 hours, 4 hours.
My dear, enjoy it. Take that reward.
And instead of using, if normally you put on the generator only because you want to work, put it on so you can watch
So Netflix. You can watch a movie. You deserve
those are just celebrating small wins.
Those are Nigerian examples, by the way, but we own it.
But it's
until we're working on it and we're going to get better. Our life is going to get better. We're working on it. There. But until then, we enjoy this.
It's part of what
one of these days, we're going to look back and remember when we used to put on generators. And our children will not be able to recognize the sound of generators.
I'm probably going to cut out part of this podcast
I'm
in
going
future
to
and put it as a social media post.
We spoke about this. We called this forth, But these are some of the things that we're experiencing. So these are the things that what is real to you, because we understand that your reality may not be our reality. Just find the things in your small corner and feel free to ask us the things that are applicable to you.
Just let us know.
Easily
we'd love to hear from you
and let you know what's
definitely love to hear from you.
So the last one,
and understand the value of rest. And last episode we're talking about burnout, and rest is really important, right? Colby is saying here that we're able to let go of our addiction of busyness.
Our addiction to busyness.
When we recognize the value of proper rest. And it says to pursue our goals effectively, we need energy.
We do.
And then also proper rest and prioritizing sleep are long-term keys to success. Listen to that. Prioritizing sleep. Prioritizing sleep. Our long-term goal.
Profound.
Long-term keys to success.
That's your 8 hours.
Let it complete. Make sure it's complete.
Say it in English, let me be a translator. Let it be complete. Let your 8 hours be 8 hours. Prioritize rest and sleep. We cannot say this enough. Your body needs to take a breather. You're an entire system of several engines, not just one engine. Several engines.
And these ones don't care that you're trying to hit one task.
Your digestion, your respiratory, your reproduction, all of the engines are consistently always working. Running. So please.
And that, it feels like that's their time to reduce their work. They're not stopping, but they are reducing workload.
The rate of, and then you refresh them by fueling with food, fueling with friends, fueling with all the things that boost your energy.
And then some, was it? I think it was our Proco Doctor on Twitter, but I think I'd heard this before you even said it.
Shout out to our Proco Doctor. You rock. Public health education.
We have water here. We're drinking water.
We're constantly drinking water. Constantly. Public health education had never felt more interactive,
interesting,
and just one with us. Thank you.
And where they say, do not wait until your body chooses when you take your break. Do not wait until then.
I think we mentioned that in last episode as
do not wait until your body chooses when to take that break for you. So take those breaks. Take those breaks. All right. So
have you ever felt like
even though you've done stuff during the day, you still don't feel like you've done. You still feel like you've not done enough.
I think I've had moments like that.
I've had a lot of them like that.
Maybe not a long stretch, but
I've had a number of them like that.
I and what's that word? Where you suddenly realize so many things at once. It's not epitome. Share something.
Realization,
Revelation.
revelation.
Amy copywriter. Me, Jennifer the writer.
The-
My words, sometimes they just flee from me. But God is my help. I just had this flood of realization where I now later realized that it was because I was feeling like I haven't done enough.
Yeah.
But it wasn't enough that was task based. It was enough that was life based. That I could be doing more.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of pressure on myself. And some days I still do. I don't think I'm totally, bereft of it. I don't think I've totally gotten over it. But I think that for me, which is why I think life productivity coaching is my thing, because it's not just in the everyday thing. It's in the general area of life where people just feel like their life is not enough. They have too much resources. They have too much to do, yet to do, and they're not maximizing what they have.
Yeah, they're
network,
not
education,
that.
resources, everything. But you can review your life. You can take a step back to really look at what's important. Look at the smaller steps, and celebrate those small wins.
Yeah,
which is what my mentor coach did for me. Highlighted things that I'd never even thought of, that I'd not looked at as important or worthy of celebration, that I had been able to achieve. Some of those things where I achieved despite, I achieved in spite of, I achieved even though.
Yeah.
But for me, it was just like I needed to get that done. There was no other choice. But he called my attention to, you did this despite, you did this in spite of, and is able to say, you know what, you need to celebrate.
Yeah.
And maybe because I still haven't celebrated them, that's why I still have some leftover feelings.
Celebrate these things.
I'm taking my time.
Celebrate.
I'm taking my time.
Celebrate.
Because I think I'm already on to the next thing. Like, this is the other thing the next thing I need
done
to
this.
So I've not celebrated
Feels like
those.
it's a stone you just needed to turn. You turned it, and
so
you just
keep
keep moving.
But I should celebrate those things. So if you're like me and if you've ever felt this way, let's get together and throw a party.
Let's know.
Let's send each other pizza and have a party and just be kind to one.
Pizza and what? Ice cream?
Let's be kind to ourselves. I think pizza and juice. I'm not a big. I don't really like pizza and ice cream. I feel like pizza and zobo or pizza and juice. It's a much better
because
combo.
pizza is so meaty.
It's so meaty. Why do I want to close out all those flavors with sugary sweet ice cream?
Yeah, meaty flour. Yeah.
I think the best thing that goes with ice cream is ice cream. More ice
cream. Yeah.
It's more ice cream. Maybe just chocolate.
Just put sprinkles on them and put all the Oreos and stuff like that.
But chocolate. I think chocolate goes best with ice cream. Or more ice cream goes best with ice cream. But with pizza, it's just like juice.
Cold juice.
Just watch
very cold juice. But I feel like I would enjoy sweetened yogurt, cold sweetened yogurt with pizza.
With pizza?
Yeah, I feel because I enjoy sweetened yogurt normally.
You could.
So, yeah.
I think the only yogurt I can enjoy is Greek. Which is like, because I'm not a yogurt person. Yeah. But for Greek yogurt in my life, yogurt would not be an option. And I'm learning that it's so important to my health. Yeah. But I'm like, yogurt, okay. Hey. No, man, I can do without. Funny enough, my mom is a big fan
of yogurt. Yeah, I know.
If you want to get a mumu button, just
I bought for her one time.
Shala, mommy. Shout out.
I remember buying for her one time, and I remember asking you, and I was like, so what do you think? And you were like, yogurt.
It's just yogurt. Anybody wants to come say hi to my mom, come with a basket full of goodies. But if your goodies doesn't have yogurt,
you have not done well.
Go back. I think she will take yogurt over ice cream, despite how much she loves ice cream. She won't. But yogurt, let her just have it in her freezer, and she's just looking at it like, baby. And nobody in the house wants to touch it.
The future relish of enjoying that yogurt is enough for herself.
When my dad used to get her yogurt, it's her husband that got her yogurt too. How dare you go there and say, Mommy, now? Mommy, what are you doing? No, go and meet your dad. Let him get you your own stuff. But don't touch my yogurt. So she's a yogurt person. But yeah, so if you have felt that you haven't done enough, talk to us. Talk to me. We're here for you. We're together in this. We'll send each other
there is someone else you could identify that you could talk to as well.
Yeah, talk to them.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
Look for somebody in your corner. And if you see people who you think are suffering from, they feel like they haven't done enough. When you see them doing the work, they're actually doing good stuff. Encourage them. Encourage someone
Let them
around
know.
you.
Point it
Let
out.
them know that. Take them out to celebrate their wins, the small steps, and encourage them to look, closer to themselves, away from the big picture, just for a little bit.
Just see
Because
what
the big
going on
picture
right now.
inspires you, but
Inspires
just for a
you.
little bit, look at the smaller steps closer
See
to
what
you.
you've done. See what you've achieved right now. Right? Yeah.
So thank you very much for joining us on this episode. Like we always say, we'd appreciate your love letters to us. We look forward to hearing from you as always. We've said that anything you want to share with us, we're here open and willing to listen.
Open books.
So we'll see you on the SMs. We'll see you on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Anywhere you find us, we're there. It's where you find us that we're there. We'll do what we can. Because I think I'm less of a social media person right now. But if it's for you, I'm there. If you're ushering your gremlins, I'm there for you. So I'm JOKA. This is CHRISFOCUS. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.